Okay, so here we are. So if we look at the lay of the land, we have Octavius over here next to Daddy Dearest Seth. They're on the other side of the fence. Oh, not Douglas, sorry.
Thank you.
Seth is standing at the back of the mob.
I mean, we do look alike, Christy.
Yeah,
Well.
one is bald, one is not. We've
Needs
got
to
young
learn.
Trip Felamalad up here level with the mob. The Burgermeister is right here at the top. His wife here. Oh, and there's cute little Ilya looking less than cute. So literally at the end of the show, Ilya, there was screaming, and somebody said that Ilya was eating somebody. Anna, his mom, rushed over to stand between him and the mob as the angry mob is like looming down to get to him, to do what angry mobs are traditionally, you know, formed to do, and that is mob justice.
Yeah.
Do I have a mob? I think I have mob. I think I have a mob sound. Let's have a mob sound. Let's see.
Mob sound. Activate.
Activate
Mob
mob.
sound, enhance.
Increase
I've got a
volume.
mob.
Increase volume.
Max volume.
Make it bounce.
Enhance.
Well,
Increase
maybe I
the
don't have a
jiggliness
mob.
by
I
40%.
thought I had an angry mob.
Make it bounce.
we could do angry mob sound.
Well, I had one at some point. I know I did, but
Jarvis, make her like the Navi. I want her to be 9 feet
see.
tall.
Whoa. Calm down.
Sorry.
2.5
you need to
Sorry,
calm
sorry.
down. You're being
glasses.
too loud.
Getting to him, guys. It's getting to him.
You know me, 2 out glasses of champagne.
Did you did you have your 2 beers Monday?
I did
Yeah, these
already.
2.5
Already in.
glasses of champagne Monday.
2.5 champagnes Monday.
Okay. Well, I've
Monday.
got
Champagne's Monday.
this. No, that's not it. This might be more mob-like.
That works pretty good.
That'll work.
They
Okay.
sound happy,
Yeah.
but it's a happy mob.
It's a happy mob for
Yeah.
now.
They're excited to
Why are all
lynch
the mobs always
somebody.
angry?
They're
That's a good
excited
question.
to
Why
lynch
can't there be a
somebody
happy
for a
mob?
change. You know, it's
Yeah.
been boring for a while. Okay. So, what do you guys want to do? So the mob is forming. Turn the mob
So now
down
that
front.
now the mob is forming, I think I'm going to turn to Douglas, my dad, and be like, should I finally get... Oh, are you still a dog? You changed back into a human,
Yeah,
right?
I
he
changed
turns
back
back
to a human.
into...
Just wanted to make sure I remember.
Hi,
that guy.
Satch's mom.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't see. I missed. No, Mama Sad.
Are you a dog? Just spelled, no
So I'm
That's
context.
how he treats women, Satch Mom. That's how he treats women. So don't be proud of him.
I think I'm gonna turn to Douglas.
Champagne
to
misogynist.
Dad.
We love him.
Yeah, you know me. Yeah, really, when it comes out, a drunk tongue speaks a sober mind, as they say.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
You never heard that?
No, I haven't.
That's a good one.
It's
Yeah.
terrible.
In
It's
vino
so
veritas.
untrue.
In vino veritas is my favorite saying. That's a good Latin. In truth and wine is what it translates to, which I love.
That's really good. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's a good
Yeah.
one. I think I learned that from, I don't know, some old, show that took place in the Coliseum.
Anyway, what are you saying to your dad?
Anyways, what I say to my
Son, what do we do?
so what I say to my dad, okay, is should I actually try to get him out of here now instead of like just play around with him for a little bit?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that maybe was what is going on. I don't know what happened out here, but
There's a lot of people out
can you sneak him out on your own? Or
and I'm just gonna run off.
okay, I guess it's a yes.
All right. So that's what you're doing.
Yeah,
Seth.
so that's I'm gonna try to go back up and corral him to see what I can do.
Yeah.
Corral the. You're going to try to corral Luca.
Yes,
Okay.
try to make sure because we're not thinking this guy has anything to do with anything, so you will see.
Alrighty.
But I don't know that this other person's eating someone else, right?
No, probably not. Not at this
Okay,
point.
so then this
Neither
is
of
what
us
I'd be
really
doing.
know that yet.
Great.
Yeah.
Then this is what I'd still be doing.
So what about you, Seth? You're at the back of the mob. You went out the gates to see the mob form, and like you heard the commotion and see it
Okay.
surge forward.
So thoughts of Fomorius are flipped through my mind. I have my hands on my hips, and I'm doing absolutely nothing.
As I did.
I am absolutely fine letting the mob kill this undead monstrosity.
So in that case, really, it comes down to Trip then, because Trip's the only one that's near the front of the mob that can really influence it, I guess. Anna is up there with her arms kind of outstretched. Leave my boy alone! You leave him alone! He is an innocent boy! Dimitri is, everybody just calm down, everybody just chill out, calm down. And the mob is like, he's terrible, lynch him, destroy the beast, kill the monster. Satch.
So first thing Trip's gonna do is he's gonna run up and grab this guy by the arm, and he's just gonna be like, "You knew something was wrong with him, and you still let him endanger the town."
Dimitri will kind of like just look at you as his eyes dart between you and the mob and Anna, as he says, we knew he had an appetite, but he has never, as far as my knowledge, never eaten anything living before. He just eats very large dinners at home. You were with him last night. You saw how many sausages he ate.
He ate the sheep this morning. When do you think it will stop? I'm gonna go ahead and pull
I don't
out my
know
little...
he did this.
This is my little power move. It's the only thing that seems to get people to shut up and listen to me, but I'm gonna pull out my Amulet of Ravenkind and turn on the daylight again.
Okay, it is
super
daylight
bright.
now anyway, but that's still, because it is non-gloomy, shadowy daylight, will illuminate. And it will at least stay the hand of the mob briefly, if nothing else because of sheer shock and awe that suddenly there's a glowing ember that's coming from this amulet that you just held up.
Yeah,
They're all
I'm
like,
going to,
and sort of
I'm
leaning
going to
back.
use this moment to like kind of gather all their attentions and just be like, this is not a place for you to suffer your hand, the ill will of this evil. Let this fall into the hands of those who can deal with it. Me and my family are here to protect you.
Okay.
Please go home.
As this is happening, the Ilya monster is behind his mama, who is like holding him back with one arm, going, like trying to break loose to get to the mob. Like, he doesn't care that it's a huge mob.
I'm
Ilya
pulling
notices
out my
is,
big-ass
there's
sword.
an awful lot of food in front of me.
Big ass sword is out. Like I'm gonna kill this kid if people want to watch, but like I'm
Okay,
holding up the
so
light so that
where?
people don't.
So yeah, show me with your token. Where are you moving to? Like, what is your plan of motion here?
I'm gonna basically have shoved him and then held up the light here so that the mob move back, and then I'm gonna stand in between them and the little Ilya with my blaring light and a big ass sword that has no business on the material plane, hoping that that's enough of a spectacle to get people to not interfere while I'm probably going toe to toe with this thing, and then hopefully
They're
Seth
not
shows up.
interfering at the moment, as I said, because they're still under shock and awe from the bright lights. If you are moving in that direction, Anna is going to position herself between you and Ilya, and she is going to basically, with tears streaming down her eyes, he says, "We can fix this. We can go to the abbot. I'm sure he would know how to fix this. Please, he is my only surviving child. Please don't kill my boy."
He's not your boy anymore.
That rationale seems to have completely escaped her. And it's very apparent. She sees nothing but her 14-year-old beloved son behind her. Dimitri is like gripping his hair in frustration because he is clearly aware of something very, very bad happening, but it is his wife, it is his son. He is not entirely sure. It almost looks like he is going through an emotional breakdown right now over to the side. At this point, the mob is screaming behind you, "Go on! Kill it! Kill it! Don't let us stand in your way! Wipe the creature out! Mad as a child! He is evil! We are all going to starve
We don't
because of
murder.
him.
We don't murder here. We smite evil. That's different.
You got this, Trip.
Oh, come on, Seth. Get up here.
Oh, I'm supporting you from behind.
That's not how support works, and you know it.
You always support from behind. What? How does that not make sense?
Okay.
Yeah, but
at this
mine's
point,
magically laced. It affects the material plane, please.
Dimitri has run up and grabbed hold of your arm, kind of forcefully trying to stay your arm. Not attacking you, just he's like, "What are you doing? This is my wife. She's not going to allow you to do this. She's going to get hurt. You must stop this madness at once."
I'm going to look around her shoulder and cast Compelled Duel on the boy so that he has to fight me, and then I'm going to run off with him.
Okay.
That's my move.
Pop that spell up in the...
He has to beat a DC
I don't think
17
it's ever been-
First time you
save.
use that spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it when I became a paladin.
DC 17. Okay, so you attempt to compel a creature into a duel. One creature that you can see within range must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by your divine demand. For the duration, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures of other than you. And basically, yeah, it's... No, it makes perfect sense. All right, Ilya. Where's your stat, boy? Alrighty, DC 17. Alrighty. Ilya is compelled. Okay, as much as Ilya would like to take a bite out of the closest local, the one thing you have noticed, he hasn't attacked his mother. If he was completely feral, of course, he probably would have done, but he hasn't. So there might be an essence of something still in there somewhere. What do you want to do with this compulsion?
I'm gonna try and push the dad aside so that I can kind of get Elia, like, with me on a different line. I'd like to get here if possible.
Okay. Yeah, while he's trying to kind of to stay your hand, he's not really trying to grapple with you or anything. So if you just, like, shrug him off,
Yeah.
you'll be able to push past him. And as soon as you do that, then yes, Ilya will break from his mother and charge towards you. So yeah. Ooh. All right. In that case, seeing as at the moment only you and Ilya are engaged in anything, give me an initiative roll.
Look, I hope it goes well. This is my dream. It's a good initiative roll. Yeah, I don't have good numbers on it, so he's gonna get a slap at me. That's okay, probably. Who knows?
Alrighty. Initiative is an 11. I'm going to bring the volume of the mob down just a wee bit more because it seems a little loud still. I mean, I get the mob would be loud, but... Alright, Feral Ilya. Amazingly enough, he's on 10. Okay. So yeah, Ilya breaks free from his mother and rushes towards you with his, like, protruding shark-like fangs or teeth, gnashing. And you notice as he lunges forward, he's grown probably about 2-inch claws into the bargain as well, looking very, very unpleasant. But you do get to act first. What do you want to do?
Would it be possible to try and just knock him to the ground and, like, pin him?
If you wish to attempt to grapple him, you can do so.
Okay, I would like to attempt to grapple him.
Okay. So yeah, if you want to do grapple, which you can totally do. So basically,
This is my first time grappling in 5e, so...
all right. So basically, what you're going to do, If you're grappling, let's see here. Make sure I've got it. Size is about the same, so it's not going to matter. No size modifier. So in that case, you are going to do basically you're going to make a strength athletics check, and then he will contest that.
Okay.
And he can either do so basically, yeah, it's grappling check instead of an attack roll. So strength athletics check contested by the target strength athletic or dex athletic. So they get to choose.
All right.
So you're going to make a athletics check.
Okay. Here it goes. Oh, that's not great.
Ooh, another good 9. He is definitely going to use his dex because he is far more nimble than he is physically strong.
Just didn't get a good grip on him.
11. Okay.
Dang it.
So yeah, he basically you move in to grab him,
Very slippery.
and with his sheer nimbleness, he is going to slip out from your grasp, and in turn, he is then going to lash out to attack you.
Sense. He's got a lot of decks, so this might.
So first of all, he lunges forward and rakes at you with his clawed right hand. That's not right.
I was gonna say that's a crit, so I die.
Let's try that again, shall we? Let's make sure the macro works. Okay, yeah, so the first claw attack from the right hand will hit a 24.
Owie.
For 8 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
Then
That was,
he
like,
comes
really
back with the left hand, which swipes like inches in front of your face. And then finally, on the, like where he hit, he lunges forward with his gnarled teeth and chomps down on the arm that he managed to grab hold of.
This kid got 3 attacks.
He
This
does
is not
indeed.
natural.
Nice knowing you, Trip.
Like, actually.
For
Ouch.
15 points
Ow.
of bite damage, which counts as piercing.
So seeing that, Seth will act.
Yeah, so like from Seth's back, basically, you see young Trip lunge at the thing. It nimbly dives to the side, lashes out a couple of times, catching him with one, and then pounces on top of him and like sinks its teeth into his arm. And Trip,
Okay,
no
yeah.
doubt, is going to let out quite the yelp.
So I'm going to look to Douglas and be like, your son's getting eaten. And I'm just gonna start dashing.
Oh my god.
My intention is to dash
You can get
right up
there in one
behind
round.
him. Yeah, I want to get behind him.
Yep. So yeah, you can get right next to him there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going around the tree so I don't have to cut through the mob.
Okay.
Can
I need an
get
initiative roll from you
All right.
if you're getting in the mix here.
My beautiful, beautiful 13.
Hey,
That's still the fastest.
Yeah.
Can I do anything, Gore, at this point? with
If
that
you want to, I mean,
information?
yeah, because obviously
So,
you will have
yeah.
heard and.
How
you,
tall are these gates here by like where they're?
I mean, they're
hanging out?
climb overable if you consider them difficult terrain. So
Because there's like this pile of stuff here near the wall, so I'm curious. Like, can I do something right here to see over the wall and shoot? Or
where all this wood is?
yeah.
Yes, you could run up there,
there?
stand on that, and pop arrows over
Yes.
the wall for sure.
Okay, so that's what I'd like to do. If I need to dash to do that, then that's my turn. But
Well,
I will-
no, you won't need to dash because
Oh,
it's
okay.
only
Get
30
up
feet,
there.
so you can
Yeah,
run up
okay.
there and still have an attack. So
I will scramble up there.
give me your initiative roll, and we'll see where you end up in this melee.
Okay, let's see where I'm at here. Where's my guy? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. There it is.
very, very last.
Bountiful luck. How far
Well,
away are
I'm
you?
scrambling and I'm scared. So.
Did you roll a 1?
Yeah.
I don't think
did.
I'm close enough. I don't
You're
think I
not
saw
near
it. I
me,
know
so
I'm not.
it's fine.
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not.
while
What
they're
is the
doing
range on
that,
Bountiful Luck? 'Cause it's
over
small.
think I have
here
to
in the
see.
house, so or inside the barn.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you rushed over to the barn to where the very kind and simple Luca is.
Yes.
What do you want to say? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna say, hey, big guy. Wasn't that fun playing?
I really like the
fetch.
dog. He is so friendly.
Yes, because I was the dog. If I remember
I
correctly.
was
What?
the dog.
Oh,
You
but then I
were
was
Well, at
okay.
the end-
I just
at
didn't know.
the
Oh, I didn't know he
end-
was referring to me.
Yeah, at the end,
You were acutely
Octavius
pretending
got
to be a
down on
dog.
all fours and pretended to
Okay.
be a dog.
Okay. Can I see a back door out of here, Gore? Like, is this a door here? This big thing here
What are you pinging?
to the left, out of this barn area. Is this a door? Because this looks like some sort of a door,
Yeah, it looks like a gate.
like a gate. It's the northwest, Gore. Like right by the little hay cart. It's in the courtyard, by the main road.
Oh,
out.
like all the way out of
Here.
No, that's actually just kind of like dilapidated, broken down wall.
Okay, is there a way out I can see here? Like, is there a window on this barn or something I can like get this guy out of?
I mean, the walls are not huge. I mean, this is not a massive wall. So, and Luke is a big guy. So if you wanted to lead him like over that way, I'm sure he could manipulate getting over the wall there.
Okay, that's what I would do. I say, oh, okay, well, I think I saw the doggy go this way. Let's see if we can find him, huh? And then I would start leading him towards that wall.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, so you guys can kind of go out the door here and...
Yeah, because again, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know anything that's happening out there. I'm just trying to get this guy out safe
Alrighty, yep. Okay.
until I hear otherwise.
That makes perfect sense. Right, so yeah, you guys have kind of run out and you're heading towards the wall.
Yep.
And meanwhile, on the other side of the thingy. So, so Seth, you actually go first. So,
Okay.
you ran up there last round or whatever. So, what do you want to do?
So I am going to attempt to give this fucking demon child dead thing a great big grappling bear hug from behind, where I pin his arms together from below, from
All right,
around the
strength
waist,
athletics check then.
and hoist him up so his little legs kick and he doesn't bite. That's the intention.
Not
That's
the
you
intention, we'll see.
You bit my trip, and that's not cool.
Yeah, don't bite my trip.
Don't bite your trip. Bit your
Oh,
trip.
Jesus. That's not as good as I was hoping.
Oh god, he's got to roll so badly.
Yeah, he is a slippery little weasel. You're not able to get hold of this dude. Satch, your turn.
God, my best moves are not great, but this would cause enough of a display.
You're also gonna have Anna aggro as well.
Oh, she's slapping at me?
She is going to attempt to grapple you.
While I'm being eaten by her boy?
Oh, absolutely. She doesn't care. You've got a
So
sword
I-
out and you're trying to
what-
hurt him.
So what do I need to do?
So you're going to make either a strength athletics check or a dexterity athletics based check, whichever you prefer. And you need to beat a 7 to shrug her off.
Okay, I'll do the dexterity check. Wait, so is it a dex save or?
It's a skill
acrobatics?
check.
Okay.
Be basically an athletics check, but you'd use your strength. You can athletics. You can either use strength or you can use dex if you would prefer. But either way,
It doesn't have an option for me to switch it. Can I
Well,
just?
it's acrobatics.
You-
should
yeah,
I
you
roll
just do
an
acrobatics instead.
then, or- okay. No, but that's not as good anyways. It's the same. I'll just roll the athletics.
and Dimitri is just trying to hold the mob at bay. Yeah, she is not. She's just there in the way, kind of like awkwardly annoying, but she's not really stopping you.
Okay. In which case I will just look at her, look at the boy, and I'm going to shout basically, this is a bluff, this is a skirt of a lie, but I'm basically shouting praise of the Morning Lord as I summon a moonbeam to beat the shit out of this kid.
Okay.
Because it looks like holy light, and I'm hoping people will just believe that this is what that is. Once I find out where my spellbook is. There it is. Mind Spike, Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
So yeah, I'm gonna drop a Moonbeam. Oh, why did it roll 0? 0 plus 0? Something's going on with that, but
Macro's bad.
yeah. Creature ends it, blah blah blah. What are the... So it's how many D10? 2d10 radiant damage. I'd like to cast it
On a failed save,
a
and its DC is what?
17. I
17,
think.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
it's
cast
strength.
it at level 3, so I get an extra d10 on it.
Okay.
So it'll be 3d10.
You need a 17 to resist, and he fails miserably, so he's going to eat it all.
And this just stays there. He'll no longer be compelled to duel me, but he will be taking 18 unless
Okay.
he gets out of it.
All right, so the moonbeam drops down, doing 18 points of damage to Ilya.
And then almost
radiant
as an
damage as well,
afterthought,
right?
I'd like to drop a cantrip. Oh no, it's not a bonus action. Okay.
No.
Never mind.
Alrighty. Ilya, he is going to use his movement to get out of that, because that would be stupid for him to stay in it. And then he will retaliate with 2 more claw attacks.
Could I get a punch in?
You will get an attack of opportunity, yes.
Alright.
Yeah, that's a miss. Oh, that one's a hit though.
All right, so he will. It's not too bad. He scratches you for 4 points, and yes, Seth, you will get an attack of opportunity because he breaks melee range with you.
Yeah, honestly, because of the moonbeam, I have a feeling it would be kind of more of a haymaker, like a desperate punch.
Yeah, yeah, because there is a moonbeam like right here.
Yeah,
shining
so
down.
just like a quick, really hard.
Okay, yeah, it's a desperate swipe, but it doesn't hit the target, unfortunately.
Right? Then I just go, what the?
Okay,
As I-
Douglas. So you are standing on the big pile of boards, peering over the wall, so you can see what you can see.
Yes. And I see my son being bitten by a little boy,
Yep.
and I don't like that. So I will shoot this boy.
All right,
Make him
shoot
stop.
the bad Ilya.
Okay. Here he comes.
All right, the first
Extra.
arrow will strike its mark. That's 3 additional points because of you know
Slayer's
what.
Prey. Yes.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to try again to get him off.
Second arrow flies loose. Oh, that would definitely hit.
There's a little extra
All right.
money for him.
Douglas the Executioner moment.
Stop biting my boy! I yell over the fence.
Boys aren't for biting.
All right. So to kind of emphasize this thing, like one of the arrows, the first arrow just kind of like rips past him, ripping out some of the clothes and like scoring his flesh. The other one is embedded in his shoulder and he is oblivious to it. Like doesn't seem to notice or care. At this point, our 2 intrepid escapees are over to the fence. And once you get to the fence, Luca is staring at it, somewhat puzzled, like, oh. Looking for direction. What do you want to tell him?
Oh, do you hear that? It sounds like the dog might be in trouble behind this gate. We should break it down to save it. I think it. Hurry, or else who knows what could happen to it.
He loves this dog, so yeah, he immediately starts clambering over the fence, with ill regard to the fact that while for him, being like 6'4", he pulls himself up there and flops down on the other side of the fence. If you want over that fence, you're gonna have to successfully make a climb roll because it's big for you.
I mean, I'll try it first.
Being like 3.5 feet.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely give it a shot to see if I could just follow him.
Yeah,
first.
go ahead.
All right, strength check. What do you want me to roll?
It'll be a climb. So climbing would be athletics.
Athletics, yeah. I think it was something strength related. Unfortunately, let's see what we can do here.
Yeah, you're struggling to climb up the wall.
Yeah,
here.
I that makes sense. Okay, then when he gets to the top, like as he's kind of vaulting it, as I'm kind of jumping and can't find purchase on anything, I'm just gonna do that little kid thing where I just like raise my hands up, like, you know what I mean? Like,
You want uppies?
yeah, basically uppies, be like.
Uppy.
And
Okay.
hopefully he gets the hint and just like literally.
He will get it.
strong
He'll
arms
just
me.
get
Yeah.
it a little bit. It'll just take him a little bit longer than the average person to figure it
That's
out.
fine.
Like he'll get down and then notice that you're not there, and then he'll kind of like come back and be and lean over to try to help you up.
Okay, then I would hopefully do that then.
Yeah. Okay.
And then once we're over there, I don't really know what the plan is after that.
Just
So
get him
I'm
out of
just-
the farm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say,
Do you know where your home is?
He'll point back over the fence.
yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, okay, I'm gonna like basically go.
I think, yes, I see him running over that way.
And I'm just gonna basically point in this direction here to get him away from this building and the mob.
Okay, you just
again,
so
still
you're gonna
think
just
he's
like
trying to
lure him away from the farm.
I'm getting
right?
him away. Yes, and then I'm going to very calmly and triumphantly, like once he's gone, walk back into the barn and try to find my dad and be like, "I did it,"
Assuming you can climb back over the fence. But
yeah,
actually,
I'll make my way over there.
Well,
somewhere.
you will be able to because there's a huge cart right here, so you could like use
there
the
you go.
cart to get over. So,
Yeah.
all right. So yeah, that'll be happening next round then. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the mob. So, Seth, you're up first.
What is the? I mean, I assume the mother's still trying her hardest to save her son.
Yeah, it's kind of like she's like grabbing at grabbing at Trip, like trying to pull the back of his shirt backwards. It's
Okay.
really more of an annoyance to him than anything effectual, at least at the moment.
Right, but how careful is she regarding this moonbeam that's like right between us?
She's not.
Okay,
There's a very real chance she could end up stepping into it.
Okay, so yeah, with that's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna be like, Trip, smite, and then I'm gonna move around to grab her and hoist her away, like
Strength athletics.
towards a wall.
Yeah, like grab her and
if she
pull her.
succeeds this, if she succeeds on this, I quit. Okay. Like my whole purpose is to do well at this thing.
Yeah.
You know. All right, respectable. I was about
All
to
right,
say.
yeah. This time you're able to grab her, pick her up, and pull her all the way
putting her
to
by the wall.
She's just screaming at you, "Let me go! Let me go!" All right,
can do.
Trip, you're up.
So I'd like to move the moonbeam on top of him,
Okay,
so he'll take the damage again.
at the start of his turn, yep. No, actually, he takes the damage now, right? Or is it the start of his turn?
When a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn in there.
Yeah, so start of his turn, he'll take it, yeah. Okay. And now, so that's basically, so you do that, now what do you want to do?
So that's moved over there. That's at will. I'm not feeling great. So I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself up a bit.
Yeah, that's better.
Heal wounds is a first level. There's just so many. I have so many level 1 spells now. It's hard to. It's C for cure wounds, right? Oh, but I added them.
That's for healing.
Oh God. Cure wounds. There it is. So I'm gonna God, I'm gonna cast this also at level 3.
Okay.
Because he tore the shit out of me.
Yeah, he's quite a dangerous little bastard. Alrighty.
It didn't say anything, but yeah. 1d8 plus my cat. Why is it not rolling the dice like
Are
it
you
used
clicking the
to?
wrong button? There's a description button, and then there's a
I hit
cast
the cast
button.
spell button, but it didn't. It's weird. I don't know what's going on with my macros. I think something might have happened with the update.
Oh, I don't know.
Cause like, yeah, I'm gonna have to look through all this.
I can help you with that Satch later on.
Yeah.
Thank you. 1d8 increase, so it's 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is... I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do this manually really quick. 1d8 plus 5. So 1d8 plus 5, and then I'm casting it 2 levels above, so I get 3d8 plus 5.
Yep. 3d8 plus 5. That's it. Alrighty.
Oh, that's not the right punctuation. Ooh, that's pretty good.
Well, not bad. 19. Okay.
That'll keep me alive.
Alright, it is the start of his turn, so roll the damage, the radiant damage. And I think... Let's see, if I remember right...
It was 3d10?
Yeah, so he gets a saving throw again.
Okay.
Gets a saving throw each turn. Alright, so, his saving throw, he needs a 17. He failed again, so another 15 points of radiant damage. Okay. You can literally see, like, some of the warped flesh is starting to, like, fall from his corpse, and bone is starting to appear underneath and become visible. Once again, he will sidestep to get out of it.
Okay.
And
Full attack me.
try to go at you with both claws. First one will catch nothing but air. Second
That's
one...
just a hit.
Okay. For 7 points of slashing damage. Okay, at this point, Dimitri has kind of stopped the mob from moving forward, but the mob is not really trying to advance on anybody anymore. It is more just trying to get position to see what is going on. Like, the mob is now watching what's happening. Like, it's lost interest in being part of the problem. And it's now very convinced to just sit back and watch to see what occurs.
Seeing that, Trip is going to make this more about the Morning Lord than he normally would.
Doug, you are up.
Okay. So...
Yeah, you can easily shoot over the top of Seth and Anna with your vantage point and your height.
Yeah. And I can see that he's, like, pretty gnarlied up, like he's not doing
Yeah,
well.
I mean, he is certainly starting to suffer the effects of this moonbeam baking down on him. Yeah, the
So
overlay was designed by Satchmo. So there we go.
But I can see that my arrows weren't doing a lot, right? Like
they're hurt. I mean, they're damaging him. They're physically damaging him. He's just not acknowledging the pain.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to put my bow and arrow down, and I'm going to pick up off my back
Okay.
my little Brittany blood spears.
Oh, the blood spear of Kafan.
Brittany Blood Spears.
And I'm going to try skewering this little boy.
You're gonna throw it at him?
I'm going to throw it at him
Okay.
and see what it does. Because I haven't used it yet, and I wanna see. So here goes. Please don't miss. Oh, I didn't miss.
A good hit.
No, it hits.
Can I attach Slayer's Prey to that as well?
Range
Is that
attack.
just
Yeah, it's a
for-
ranged
it's
attack,
ranged
so
attack.
yes.
Yeah, right. Okay, then I will also add this to it. Okay.
Alrighty. So,
Like the most dramatic
15.
witnessed
throw
a
it-
murder
you
that the
throw it
mother
and you-
has? Is
you're
it just
throwing
a
this
spear
thing
go
and you-
over her head?
It's
You're
like,
throwing this thing, you just hear the spear go, no, don't let me go!
okay, yeah, I mean, the blood spear of Kavan will slam into the creature and pretty much like bust through and outside. We're going to go through him and outside, and through the other side.
Can someone pick that up for me?
I'll get right to it!
Okay, what does it do to the little lad?
I mean, it hurts.
Okay,
Um,
it doesn't kill him. Damn it.
no, it did not kill him, I'm afraid.
Okay, well then.
You thought you could one-shot him?
Yeah, I was hoping so.
Okay.
All right, well, I guess that didn't do as much as I thought. And then I'll attack again with my regular bow.
Well, you won't be able to do that this turn.
Oh.
Because you changed
I can't?
weapons. No.
Oh, right. I never did that,
Meanwhile,
so I didn't-
so yeah,
Ignore that.
the simpleton has run away looking for the dog. And if you're going to use the cart... I mean, of course, you could always run round the side of the farm. Now you're on the outside of it, if that's what you want to do. Octavius, it's up to you.
Yeah. I mean, I would. Yeah, so I'd hop back up, and I would get back over the fence.
Okay, so you're going to come over the fence. Yep.
Yep. And then I'm just gonna start making my way back to where I.
Yeah,
I mean,
you'll
where
probably
I
get to
was,
about
right?
there. That's probably about right.
Okay.
Jane is you're still running back at this point because you were a good 10 minutes out, right? So, but you're getting closer. You can now hear the screaming and the yelling and the mob. Even though you can't see it yet, you can definitely hear it.
Looking it fast as I can.
So back up, Seth.
Seeing the spear fly above my head, I'm gonna go, well, that's a good idea. And I'm gonna take out one of my non-special daggers.
So you're
and
not
just-
gonna grapple her this turn? You can let her go?
I mean, I guess I would like body block her more than
Or
anything.
Can't you grapple with one hand and then your other hand is still
I mean,
free?
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause you can
I'm gonna
attack
throw a
someone you're
dagger.
grappling.
I would
But I
allow
don't-
you to do that, but you're gonna have to have your strength bonus.
Okay, we could do that. Have my strength bonus.
Yeah.
All right, so instead of like my skill bonus, or
Yes, yeah, whatever the skill bonus is, have it.
okay, so instead
Because
of
you're
plus
not
8, it'll
like
be plus
grabbing
4.
her with
Yeah.
your full strength and restraining, right? Oh
So
yeah, she
-4 from that 21.
So, short of rolling a natural 20, nope. So yeah, you're able to basically shove her back into the wall with one hand, pull the dagger, and hurl it. Hi,
I don't want to be like dagger ho, let's go.
dagger hoe.
Dagger ho.
Yeah, wait, what?
Yeah, you'll hit it.
The new roleplay game, Dagger Ho.
Dagger ho.
I don't know if I approve of this.
Through a spear or dagger, you know.
But I didn't say spear
That's just a
hoe.
regular old dagger you threw, right?
Well, that's your mistake.
I guess so. Maybe it would have been more effective.
Yeah, it's just
Like
a
you messed
regular
up.
dagger.
Okay. Trip.
The moonbeam's moving down.
All right.
Is that just it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to attack him with my ridiculous longsword and see if I can get a hit on him.
Okay.
Now that we've kind of
That's actually a
things out.
two-handed sword, isn't it? Not a long sword.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
It's a great sword. It's massive.
Yeah, here comes the attack. Oh.
All right, yeah. So you whoosh through the air, but do not find purchase with the sharp end of the blade.
Dang it! Where's all that bardic inspiration? Okay.
All right, start of his turn. He rolls his saving throw and will once again fail. So roll your radiant damage.
Yeah, just function up. 3d10.
Oh, suits you, sir. 80. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. like, so you can literally see the skin peeling off of him, and he's starting to look more like a skeletal form at this point. Most of the skin is burned off and is sliding off of his corpse and forming an unpleasant pool of soggy, wet skin at the base of his feet. Because he was kind of resurrected, you can see intestines and entrails and organs falling out from the rib cage and hanging down loose. It's like, how is this thing still physically mobile and active at this point?
Yucky. Go on.
He will still lunge towards you with his ridiculously long fingernails, trying to rake and scratch at you. But this time it seems to be like more sluggish and less poignant as you're able to step back and the claw just kind of scratch the thin air in front of you. Douglas.
Yes. No. I'm not going to play around now.
He didn't even, if you notice, he didn't even get out of it this time. He stayed in it.
Oh.
Like he's
going crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Firing all arrows. Away.
Okay.
That's it.
Get him. Get off my boy. I don't think that one hits.
I love that your 1 is still an 11. You have a plus 10 on that thing?
I'm very good at bow.
All right. How does the last arrow that you fire kill this thing, Christy?
Yeah.
I imagine he's opening his little boy maw to try to take another chomp out of Trip, and as he does, it goes right into his little throat.
Little boy maw.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of as it does so, it blasts out the back, the skull kind of explodes, and the creature falls dead on the floor.
Sorry.
At that point, the mob has kind of initially gone silent, and then slowly you hear, yeah, girl, they killed the beast, yeah, and they start like losing their mind. Are you continuing to try to restrain Anna, Seth?
As long as the moonbeam is still up, I will.
Okay.
But I mean,
then she is screaming for you to let her go. Screaming, my boy, let me go, you monster.
I mean, I will. Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for that moonbeam to disappear. I don't want her running into it.
Okay.
So Trip is actually doing some kind of theatrics with this because there's only one way to make peace out of this situation, and that's to convince everyone that this is the Morning Lord's doing. So I'm scapegoating the Morning Lord a little bit, but I'm gonna kind of kneel down in front of the corpse as the moonbeam is still going, and basically essentially make it look like I'm praying for. I don't think this kid ever had a soul because Barovia is weird, but I am legitimately praying for if this kid had a soul to find peace that someday we'll avenge and free it from Barovia. But until then, may it find a happy place to find solace, because last time a soul jumped, it was bad.
In that case, then, she is scratching, kicking, biting, doing everything she can to try to bust free from your...
Ma'am, it's not safe over there. You gotta wait. Ow.
Rational is not in her vocabulary right now.
However long it takes for me to feel people are convinced that this isn't me doing this is basically how long until I remove the moonbeam.
Okay. And Tavius is getting close to the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all already saying, that it's the power of the abbot and the Morning Lord. The abbot defended us and saved us once again.
If I'm hearing that at all, I'll just call it a day.
Okay.
Because they already believe.
I let go and step aside.
And I'll also step aside and kind of
Okay, so Anna
I'm expecting
rushes
to get hit.
over.
I'm expecting to get hit.
Yeah, she rushes over and picks up the remains of her son and is just like sobbing profusely, "My boy, my boy." She clearly is a mother distraught with what's happened here. But at the same time, with some of the things she's saying, like, I am so saddened that it had to come to this. I was so hoping that this would not happen. You kind of get the feeling that she clearly was aware that he wasn't 100% kosher the entire time. Seeing his wife so distraught, Dmitri goes over, drops to his knees, puts his arm around his wife, and they both start sobbing together. At this point, yeah, you're to the fence there, Octavius, so you can kind of get over. And about now, a very breathless young sister of yours will suddenly come charging into the scene.
Where were you?
I was trying to catch up. Where is he dead already? Did you kill him?
Who? Luca? No, he's fine.
No, not Luca. What do you mean? Did you not see what was going on? I saw it through my scrying.
Well, yes, I saw an angry mob here to get this
The boy had blood all over him, and then he ran towards the mob, then the mob wanted to kill him, then they all got in a duel.
What? And I'm just gonna I didn't see any of this. So as I kind of turn to my left and see this mob cheering, do I see like the scene of what happened?
Yeah, so like
Trip is torn to shit. Too.
Yeah, you can, like,
that's what
see,
I'm like.
so yeah, you're able to see
whoa!
through the gaps as the people slowly start to kind of like disperse a little bit.
Yeah.
Now there's nothing great to see anymore. The spectacle is over.
What the hell were you doing this whole time?
You can see Trip is like his clothes are a little torn. He's bloodied. You can see Dmitri and Anna over something. It's kind of humanish, but it's in an absolute pile of offal and blood, and it's a hideously disgusting sight.
Okay, yeah. So seeing if I can see Trip hurt, I'm gonna walk up to Trip first.
Okay.
And be like,
yeah, you're able to push your way through the mob very easily.
Yeah, I just kind of
as
look
you're
at.
working your way up, you'll hear Trip addressing the crowd, just being like, No parents should ever have to lose their child before they go, let alone twice. Please let them have peace.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll kind of get like to the side of him, behind him, flanking him, and be like, "Hey, big bro.
It was bad.
What?
It was really bad.
What did I miss?
And you can all see like Douglas peering over the wall, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
He's a little too sheepish to go over there to the dying.
What?
the parents.
I got Luca out safe, so he's fine.
Well, good job.
Is that
Ilya went berserk and attacked the
Gemma's.
townspeople.
What does Gemma want to do now you've just got here?
I'm gonna come around,
Okay.
and are either the parents like, are they still freaking out, or are they just crying sad?
Oh, they are just. I mean, it literally as if they literally just saw their son die for the first time in front of them. Like their son was killed horrifically right before their very eyes, and they were powerless to stop it. So, if you whatever you might imagine regular parents would be like in that scenario, that's them.
That's them.
They are not even remotely rational at this point.
We shouldn't have killed him.
what happened?
He was going to attack the townspeople. He reeks of evil. He was born of... The world's corrupted
I'll
him.
move you here just so that you're on the map.
Oh wait, so wait. So that goo is the boy?
Yeah, it's like the mess.
Yeah, that goo is the boy.
The goo is the boy.
And I'm gonna like look at the parents, look at the goo, and kind of finally put all the pieces together and like.
Oh, okay. So problem solved then.
That was our way in with the abbot.
I'm just gonna walk over while this is happening, pick up the spear, which might be embedded in the skeleton or the ground.
Whatever's left, I
The
guess.
goo.
The mess.
The goo. I'm gonna
Yeah, I
pick
mean,
it up.
it's
the boy, the
probably
boy's the
laying
goo.
over here to the side because it kind of
was
like
the
tore
goo.
through him.
I'll pick it up and slide it over the wall to Douglas. There you go, bro.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
thanks so much. Want to make sure I don't lose that.
Yeah. So the boy is Soup, right? You might want to come over here and protect your kids because he's Soup.
The boy is Soup.
I will do that.
Boys.
Can I just hop over this fence, or do I need to go? all the
From
way
there,
over?
you probably can because you're like.
Okay, so I'll
yeah.
just kind of hop and hop down.
Surprisingly nimble, this guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
boy
I'm
is
gonna
Soup is so good.
replace here.
Boy
This
is
is
Soup.
this is more appropriate.
Did you find a soup?
No!
Oh no!
Oh,
It's
Oh,
far more appropriate than
Oh,
what he
boy.
looked
Oh,
like
no.
before.
Oh no!
Um,
Soup boy.
Soup boy.
Yeah, I'm
Boy's
going to be
afraid to leave
using
his soup.
all of my.
Soup boy's laid face.
I'm using
Yeah, it's
all
cool.
of my
Put it in
charisma
there.
score to try and get people to just go home because like this isn't a place for them to watch like their morning. Let them be.
Yes, please, if you could clear the area.
Like we don't need this to be the tabloids. Like the world corrupts. We need to be careful. Don't let this corrupt you. Please spend time with your friends and
okay,
family.
this
Do
this
what
one
matters.
kind of middle-aged gentleman who has seemed to be the most calm in all of this has pushed himself from the middle of the pack to the front, and he says, "That is our burgermeister over there. Do you see the state he is in? What are we to do, huh? What are we to do now? All of the sheep have been eaten, there is no food, there are no supplies, we are all going to starve to death in the next 2 or 3 days."
If
I
we
have a
don't
great
do
idea.
anything, that's true. But there are options, and we can work together to make something happen. You are industrious people. You've built these walls. You've protected your people so long. These walls are currently a death sentence. I'm going to suggest we find a place near Valaki at least to maybe set up camp. The Devil's Reach is limited after the works we've done. Things aren't as treacherous over there.
The devil is not the problem. Do you not understand? This place is hunted and hounded every single day by wolves and werewolves that stalk the very walls. If any of us might to even attempt to leave, you know who left last? Huh? Lucas' father. He went to go to the vineyard to find out what happened to the vine. I'm sure he is dead or has been digested by some horrible creature. You will not get anybody in from this town to leave. We are safe behind these walls. What we need is food. We need
And
sustenance.
And you'll starve here in your safety. You have, very obviously, some leadership about you. I'm going to kind of place a hand on his shoulder and kind of be like, I need you. I'm like looking him directly in the eye. I need you to gather every able-bodied man. We are going to collect together a bit of a militia, and we are leading people out of here tomorrow morning. As early as the daybreak,
Whoa.
because we
we
cannot
are?
afford to stay.
So this woman
We
who was
are?
standing behind him is now leaning into his ear saying, "We never had any of these problems until these strangers showed up." This gentleman here says, "Oh, and that is very, very brave of you to say, killer of a small rabid boy. You have never tried to live the life of Kresk. If we so much as step outside, the wolves will appear. It is as if they sense it. They know we are there. You may be able to defeat one small ravenous child, but 30 or 40 werewolves? There is no possible way we can defend ourselves, and you certainly cannot defend all of us."
Don't you understand that's because your abbot here is controlling these wolves? I say we storm the abbot.
Whoa.
Let's go!
His sister's crazy. I'm so sorry.
I hear
Children?
that and I go, yeah, let's get answers from the abbot. Gemma's
Okay,
right.
Gemma,
Yeah.
Give me.
Yeah. So much for like in
Yeah.
trouble.
Yeah, this is gonna.
Oh boy.
My awesome persuasion check.
It's gonna have to be I need a persuasion check.
Can I do a help action? To
This
help her?
entire
Can
community
we
has
all?
lived by the fact that they have been that they have been protected and taken care of by the abbot for decades. You're now trying to convince them that the one thing that they have any faith in is the one thing that is bad. So go right ahead. Give me a dice roll.
Can Shagget help me?
I mean, I was backing her up. Help
Um,
action? Is that I mean, the help action is a thing, but would it
it
work
is,
here?
but
Probably.
But he doesn't like it.
Okay, so fine.
Hey.
Okay, 17.
okay. With a 17, you will get a couple of them saying things like, "Well, the abbot did not protect us against this. I mean, perhaps he is busy. Perhaps he has lost interest in us." But the vast majority of them are still ironclad and steadfast in, No, the abbot is the only thing that keeps the wolves at bay. Don't you understand?
He didn't keep this child at bay. Where is he? He's not defending anybody. We did.
This woman here will then very quickly say, "We didn't need defending until you showed up."
Oh, so the animals were disappearing only last night.
A few animals had disappeared, yes, but last night, all of a sudden, the entire remaining crop. There were 50 at one point, and we still had over 30 of them left, and then last night they are all gone.
We didn't do it. We were in the
But
Burgermeister's
perhaps
house.
whenever you came in, something came in with you. Perhaps something snuck into the town when the gates were open to let you in. Something evil, something vile.
This is Barovia. Everything in this world is evil and vile. The people who rise up against it are the only hope we have. We just protected you from whatever that was, no longer him. It possessed Elia, perhaps, but it came from this world, just as those wolves come from the woods. You aren't safe here anymore. We need to find a better solution.
We are safe here. We just need food.
The abbot has food.
The abbot is fed by the community. If the community has no food, the abbot has no food.
And then you aren't safe.
We
Wait.
are safe from danger, just not
Wait.
starvation.
I'm sorry, sir.
Starvation is a
Gentlemen, people, doesn't the abbot have a lot of people that he takes care of in that community and whatever building?
He has whatever those freaks, horrible creatures are. They are not people. They are malformed, strange, vile, strange, weird-looking creatures.
So evil things do happen in this village without us.
At that point, Dimitri will pull himself together just long enough to say, They are but malformed. They are but wretched people, creatures with nowhere to go. There is nothing evil about them. They are to be pitied. I have seen them with my own eyes. They are not vile. They are misunderstood. We will leave you now. Come, Anna. Let us return to our home. And he'll pick up what he can of the body, leaving most of the. I mean, basically, he's carrying bones at this point.
Yeah.
And they're gonna wander off unless you're gonna stop them.
No.
Uh-uh.
Oh, Trip didn't go with him. Yeah, they're heading back to their house.
I'm just gonna walk up to Gemma.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna lean in and say, is the abbot controlling the wolves outside? Or did
I
you
don't
just
know.
say that?
I just said that. Seems plausible. They seem to be trapped in here.
And it's weird, but I can actually believe that.
Yeah, it makes sense. I usually say things that are logical and make sense. That's who I am.
Okay, you've already lost me. I don't know what you're saying, but
Okay.
you're right on this. So
I understand killing the boy, but if we saved him, that would have been our ticket to talk to the abbot.
it still could. I mean, I don't think we need a ticket anymore. We just do it.
Just
you
go
know?
knock.
I think
We can always
need
try.
to. They need answers. The town needs
Yeah.
help.
At this point, I'm looking at the town, the rabble. They're all talking like things are just, oh, we can't change anything because we are stuck in our beliefs and our ways and blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to kind of look at them and be like, please, people, rest assured, spend the day as you would. The Mildwood family is on this case. We have faced Strahd twice, once left him in tears and the other time fleeing. We have consecrated the Fanes, and they support our cause. We have found their boons personally within our grasps and had conversations even with gods of old. We will see this through.
Give me a persuasion skill roll, Trip.
Yeah, that's what I'm good at. I was waiting for one of these. Jesus. It's a +9.
Yep.
Come on.
Oh,
yes!
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, they're like, and you can kind of see them like almost shrug off the situation as one of them says, "He's right. There's little we can do here today. We must, perhaps this evening, we must have a meeting, discuss what must be done. A town meeting, then. Yes, a town meeting.
If I can stop the guy who addressed me directly,
Okay.
as he's like kind of turning away, I'm just gonna be like, I mean it. I am counting on you. And I'm gonna kind of let him go.
Yeah, he'll just shrug. Like you get the very, very kind of indicative feeling that he doesn't want to be counted on. He doesn't want to be lent on.
In which case, I am going to go ahead and drop a bardic inspiration on this random NPC.
Okay, go right
Because
ahead.
bystanders become heroes if they are given the chance, I think.
Hey, it can
Maybe.
happen.
He'll eventually have a name. Who
Okay.
knows?
Octavius, if you will, give me a perception skill roll. Oh, and also Trip, give me a perception skill roll, please.
Okay. Well, hopefully, Trip, you can pick me up here. It's not my best.
Well, this is gonna be your
I'm
natural
just a child. I'm not paying attention to
Doesn't
stuff.
care.
Yeah, like
Doesn't care about
perception
stuff.
No, perception is not my strong suit.
Oh, I have a passive 17, damn it.
Oh, if you have a passive 17, you didn't need to roll.
Oh, okay. Then I didn't roll.
Then what
Get
you
it.
will see is up here, peering from behind the wall, and underneath the tree is Luca, like watching everything going on.
I guess it's. I mean, I don't see him, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, but as
Yeah,
once the mob is kind of dispersed, he's still there. He's like he doesn't know what to do. He's like confused as all get out.
I'm counting on Luca's inability to grasp reality to not mind our conversation, but I don't want him to feel alone right now because feelings are very powerful for Luca. I'm going to be like, Luca, it's safe. You can come out now. And like gesture him over.
Okay, he very quickly scampers as fast as his lumbering form will allow him.
Oh, I'm gonna step aside as he lumbers by.
Don't step in that. Don't step in that. Oh.
Okay, he'll get there and he'll poke it with his rake. Like, ugh.
Okay, that's well and good.
The people seemed very mad. They are angry at Luca because I let all of the sheep be eaten.
You didn't let them. Things just happened and you
And now
weren't aware.
everybody will starve and it is all Luca's fault.
Oh, don't do that, Luca. It's not your fault.
Nobody has enough food to feed everybody here. Except for her. She does, I'm sure. She is wealthy.
Who? Oh, who is that?
Oh, Lady Fidatov. She lives near Kresk. Big mansion in woods, very rich. She could help us. She has helped us in the past. And she is not too far away. You could get to her house and back before the wolves got to you.
What's her name?
Lady Fidatov. Fidatov. It is a difficult name for Luca to say. I am not sure how it is said. Fidatov.
Fidatov?
Yes, that's it.
I just said gibberish, but okay.
No, but you got it. You got it.
If you leave through the gates and you go gates that way, you go from gate that way into the woods. She lives there. Big, fancy house in woods. Very rich.
And
She does not like to come to Kresk. She says it is dirty and beneath her.
And she's not afraid of the wolves.
I don't think so.
Thank you, Luca. You've really...
But she does have lots of gold and money, so lots of food. I heard stories. I heard people talking about going there and said they had big, lavish parties with all the things that you could ever eat, all on the table. Luca would like to see this. It sounds yummy.
Well, that opens up a whole new thing. Family, what are we thinking?
I think that she's smart enough to not live in here, so we should talk to her.
Yes, if she has the common sense to avoid this place, then perhaps her brain might be good to pick.
My father once told me if Luca ever wanted to learn to read, that Lady Fidatov had more word books than anybody else. He said there are more word books in her house than bricks of the house. I would love to learn to read one day. My new friend, Trippy, teach me. Teach me to read, Trippy.
Oh boy. Yeah, I could
Yeah,
Where,
Trippy.
Poppy? Where the puppy?
Well, we aren't sure yet. We're hoping to find him.
Yes, we're still here.
Poppy!
He'll be
In the
back.
meantime,
She's taking a nap for now.
Luca, perhaps in the meantime you could clean up the barns and get them ready for maybe some new sheep if there's an opportunity to refill the stables.
Luca is good at cleaning.
Hmm.
I go clean now. Bring me Poppy when you find Poppy.
Of course.
And don't forget to eat at least twice a day.
Luca has lots of apples to eat now.
It's good.
They are not so fresh, but Brownie will no longer take apples from Luca's hand ever again. Brownie and all of her friends are in the dirt. Poor Brownie.
Yes. Poor Brownie indeed.
Okay.
In the final resting place in the dirt.
Alrighty, what do you guys want to do now? You have killed Ilya again.
Yay!
Hooray!
That was good to
Child murder.
murder a small child of evil.
We probably
Not
shouldn't
our
go back
first.
to the
Not the first, yeah.
to.
Won't be the last.
Hopefully
We probably should not go back to that house we were staying in because we probably will not be welcomed anymore. So I think we should go see Lady Fetatov.
The other end of that is if we don't check in with them and make sure that they don't hate us, we might not be able to get back into the city.
Oh yeah.
If we were to leave now, we might not get back. We could try to demand an audience with the abbot, but after everything that happened here, I don't know what he's up to. This is apparently his doing.
We get more information first from this other lady about
Let's like,
maybe
take it.
him that gives us some inside track. I mean, I agree with you. I think if we leave, we kind of leave ourselves open
Perhaps
to whatever
we could ask Luca if there's a alternative way in and out of this place. He might know.
Oh, that's a good idea. A secret.
Mm-hmm.
Luca is known for knowing things.
Okay.
Well, he knew about her.
Luca will tell you that Kresk is very, very safe, and there is no other way in and out that he knows of except through the gates.
Dang it.
I mean, the walls are not unscalable, but there are, if you remember, they had guards posted all the way around the walls every few hundred feet. So you'd have to, it would definitely have to be quite a stealth job to climb up these sheer walls and sneak back in if you wanted to do it without them knowing.
It's not
But
impossible.
not
for
saying
us.
it's impossible.
Yeah, I got some sneaky people on this team.
I'm kind of in the camp of getting some information on the abbot that actually means something, but I just don't know if this lady is good or bad. So
Yeah.
I don't know if we're just going into another fight.
I don't think it
Or if we
matters,
need to-
to be honest.
Yeah.
That's kind of how Octavius at this moment is very like, I mean, okay, so what if she's evil? Then we deal with it.
It's true.
Right, but Trip is hurt and
Arkansas
Well,
gifted us.
we don't have to go right
ticket
this second,
7G.
but-
I say that. I should
Thank
say
you,
like
Parky.
Trip
Thank you,
looks like
Parky.
he's covered in
Hey,
shit,
parking.
but also like he's
Say
fine.
thank you because it's the right thing
Okay.
to do.
I dumped a lot of healing. I'm okay.
okay, gotcha.
He just looks like he's been bled on an awful lot, and a small boy exploded on him.
Ew.
Most of the blood is not
Ew,
his.
Ew.
I think maybe we go talk to this lady and see if she could give us some info then.
So too. We'll be cautious and hesitant, but I think it is the most prudent course of action.
Okay, if she lives in a pumpkin though, can we all agree that maybe we shouldn't go in there?
I will save the
just gonna
baby
say
and
that.
then we'll do whatever we
If we
need to
hear a
do.
baby crying or anything weird, then
We're
maybe
out.
we don't
We're-
try to go in there.
Yep.
Audi 5000.
Yes.
Agreed.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to so what's the game plan then?
Is the time of day like daytime? Like
It's because I mean, if you remember,
Okay.
Yeah.
This was early in the
this
Early
was
morning.
fairly early,
Okay.
so it's not even noon yet.
Then
Okay.
yeah, we should go.
Should
It's
we
late
go then?
morning.
I think so.
Yes.
Okay, so we go.
Alrighty, so y'all are just going to basically just leave.
Yeah.
Can we
Worry
get a
about getting
classic
back in later.
Mildwood- Can we get a classic
Yes.
Mildwood thumbs up from everybody if we all approve? of
Okay,
this?
where are you going?
Yes. Ready? One,
Where-
two, three.
where-
Seth is not so sure.
Yeah, we're glancing around. I mean, other than the fact that you're on the side of a large hill, you can see the forest and the trees and the pathway that led down to the road that split at the bottom. But, yeah, which direction do you want to go?
The way he pointed, that was from the door.
Yeah,
is-
whichever, if he
like,
gave us
it
like
was hard to
inkling of-
tell from a camera because
Right.
it might be
Yeah.
flipped. But
I mean,
went
he-
like that,
He basically was like, if you're standing at the door, you kind of go... You're standing at the door, you go that way. But that was a very general direction.
so like that. So
If we
that
asked
way
him
is
for
what he
more
said,
information
right?
on that,
Or
would he
maybe-
have
maybe-
given
maybe
us
we-
more?
Ask someone who knows the answer, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess on the way out we could try and pick up rumors as to where she might live.
Ask
Yeah,
the
see
guards
what
and
else
stuff on the
knows.
way.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So they will be kind of very not overly friendly when discussing the Fedatovs. Kind of
Fair
like,
enough.
yeah, fuck them.
Mhm.
But eventually one guard will say, if you kind of go down to the bottom of the road, once you get there, take a left. And before you get to the curve in the road, you're going to find an old kind of beat up cart track that hasn't been used in a while, but if you kind of follow it through, you'll be able to, it'll lead you kind of northwards into the woods, and you'll find the Fedatov estate there.
Okay. I'd like to thank this guy with the gold piece. He was helpful.
Okay. He will be gleefully excited to accept your gold piece. I
figure.
Yeah. We'll bite it to make sure it's real. Oh, thank you very much. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to hightail it, basically you will be following your road all the way down, again to the left, right before the curve. You're here. And you will indeed find an old cart trail that's kind of like half... It almost looks like it's been sort of deliberately covered up. Like, you can see that there's a lot of dried branches and stuff that are piled up near the front of it. There's quite a few bushes that have kind of grown over. And it's almost as if somebody has painstakingly pruned these bushes to make them lean in, so that it's not easily to see. In fact, when you walk past it on your way here, you never noticed it at all. Okay. But you're able to follow that off, up, into the woods. Alright, it will be kind of a little past noon when you arrive at something somewhat unexpected. First of all, in the center of this woods, it opens up into a massive, several-acre clearing. There are fields, there are walled hedges, there is beautiful gardens, and a large 2-story manor sitting at the center of it. The driveway leading up to it, once you're kind of out of the woods, it's kind of like a cobblestone driveway. It is freshly pruned. It is well kept, well taken care of. Somebody obviously puts a lot of effort into the gardens around here because they are all pristine. No weeds or anything like that, and beautifully landscaped. And yeah, you guys will see a huge mansion up ahead of you. Now, this is a fairly large multi-story map. You guys will be here, and it does have dynamic lighting. So let me move you to it, and then I'll ping it again, because I realized you wouldn't have seen it.
Hi.
Okay. So yeah, the driveway kind of is almost like a large circle around a huge, like, tall, hedged centerpiece. And you can see as you approach that there is a nice kind of 3-tiered steps leading up to a large double doors. As you start to get a little closer, the first thing you notice about these double doors, though, is they feel and look very much out of place. These are not the sort of double doors you would expect to adorn a fine dwelling like this. They're the sort of thing you'd expect to see at the front of a prison or a jail. They are iron and have thick bands across them and of large kind of embossed metal studs all the way down the sides and across. Like, breaking through this door would not be an easy task for anybody.
You know, I'm just gonna kind of put my hand on Douglas's shoulder, and I'm just gonna say, how are the werewolves not ransacking this place? Look at it, it's so nice.
Is it to keep out werewolves or to keep out what? The abbot?
Wait, what if it is not something to keep people out? What if it is something to keep people in?
Ba-ba-ba-boom.
I mean, it sounds outrageous,
Scary.
but I kind of
Break.
agree. That
So-
was
I
fun.
mean, I
Yeah,
was
just-
gonna
with
make
that-
I'm just saying, this place
with
is
that-
wild,
make that
guys.
line.
I'm gonna look at
to-
like are there windows on this side of the mansion?
There are quite a few. All
And-
of them have shutters that are, but they're stained
Iron?
glass. No, they're stained glass windows. But you can see on the other side of the windows, there's no light emanating from inside, and you can see that there is clearly barriers on the other side. You can't really tell through the stained glass what those barriers are.
So do we?
Hawk.
I like this lesson less, guys.
Me too.
I'm reminded of the first place we came to, that manor.
So it's
Yeah.
not necessarily a pumpkin, but it definitely has.
Yeah, I mean, it is an architectural marvel, to be sure. Made of mostly marble and incredibly detailed finishings. Whoever
Probably so
built
many
this
ways.
was a total craftsman. This is probably the only other building you have seen come close to rivaling this was Castle Ravenloft itself.
Except that one's unkept because the guy's kind of well, he doesn't really care.
just let
about
it go.
history. Yeah, he's kind of an asshole.
Do you think this could be another kind of look around, like another vampire?
No.
I think it might be sponsored to afford something like this.
I mean, who else has that kind of stuff out here? You know?
We need to get in, though. It looks so lavish. I want to see if there's... Well, never mind. It's not important.
You want to see if there's something you can steal?
We are not
No.
stealing
Sister.
anything.
No!
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to see the vanity room.
How fitting for you,
For
sister.
inspiration, right? For your room to
Yes, for
inspire you
room
for
inspo,
decorating?
like a Pinterest board.
Yes.
There's,
interest
there's only
board.
there's only one way forward. At this point, it's too late to turn back.
I don't agree. I think we could just turn right around.
It's dark out. We're going to have to dig our way through werewolves if we don't get in.
Or
I don't want to do
there's
that.
more in there.
Yeah, digging your way through werewolves is really difficult.
I bet.
Does
They
not
really
sound
don't like
fun.
it.
I'd rather
Silver shovels are not very common.
I'd rather fight my way through whatever might be in there than what we know is out here.
Right. I guess we'll try. Somebody's got to be friendly out here, right?
Or at least
Met a couple.
curious enough to toy with us and give us another day.
Okay.
Right. Let's go for it, I guess.
Okay, so you're gonna head up and
Yeah.
okay. The doors do
Oh, my bad.
Oh, no, you're good. I figured it was easy to move everybody at once. So the doors do have two huge, big brass, like door knockers on them, big circles. Each one of them is resting, like the metal brass ring is resting in the mouth of what looks like, each one of them is like resting in what looks like a large wolf.
Oh, I changed my mind.
Oh.
You sure about that?
Oh, about changing my mind?
Are we sure we should go in here?
No, but I mean, what else is there?
Maybe they'll like us because Strahd
Ooh.
doesn't.
Okay, I'm just saying, what if this place is really cool, guys?
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Right?
It is
I mean,
cool, but
some room inspo would be pretty nice.
okay.
Hashtag
I mean-
inspo.
Hashtag room inspo. I mean, do we just like knock? I mean, is that bad?
Let's just say hello.
Yes, just, I mean, what? I don't understand.
Okay, hello.
I'm gonna walk up and give a big old
Hi.
rap on the door.
So
Dora.
grab hold of the.
I'm picking up the thing and slam. Yeah, I'm doing it. Hello.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's loud because it's metal on metal, right?
Good.
Chimney inspector.
There's no immediate response, but then with a place this large, unless someone's waiting on the other side of the door, you'd expect to possibly wait a little while. However, after about 5 minutes, you do hear what sounds like mechanisms being opened. It sounds like multiple mechanisms are being opened. Like you hear what sounds like clanks and crunches and slides of metal bolts and stuff like that. And a gentleman appears at the front. He is probably in his mid to late 50s, impeccably well dressed in a suit. And he says, "Ah, well, you are a little early, but that's not a problem. Please do come in. I'll inform her ladyship that some of her guests have arrived." And he'll step backwards into a large foyer
Oh, he seems nice.
and welcome you all inside.
Yeah.
I'll have to move you in, I think, because...
All right.
Wait, we're welcome? That's
Yeah, I think we just
Right?
I'm gonna nudge Seth and be like, just take the invite, just take it.
okay.
Alrighty, let's zoom in. These aren't supposed to be there.
Just out of my regular paranoia.
Oh, these were supposed to be... I think I might have just moved the map by mistake. I don't know. Hang on, let me double check. Let me check it. Make sure I didn't, like, accidentally move it. Nope, it's good.
Just out of my usual paranoia, I am going to divine sense this guy.
Okay. Yeah, you get no unpleasant anything from him.
He's just like a regular guy.
Yep. He says, as he looks at you and smiles, he says, "Well, I would have expected you to have dressed a little better. But far be it from me to judge the fashions from all over Barovia. But maybe we can get you a little washed up before the events this evening." Yes.
Why did you look at me? You said that.
Seth, look at yourself.
You are a bit stinky, brother.
Well, you try holding back a panicking mother.
No. I don't want to. Yes, we'll take a bath. Thank you, sir.
So, well, I don't know we have time for all of you to take a bath, but you can certainly get washed up.
Oh.
That would be at least, proper. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
Sure.
Where do I go for that, I guess?
Well, all in good time, all in good time. Let's see. Well, I can't just have you standing here, and there's a lot of things going on. Maybe we'll have you... Yes. Through here. If you wouldn't mind to step this way. And he'll kind of open this door and go through and invite you all in. I'll pull you in real quick. Oh, no. Oh, hey, you're moving.
Sorry.
You're moving again. So where there's barriers, you can't get through unless I move you. Okay. So, yeah, he takes you into this very nice study. Let me size this appropriately for chat. There we go. All right. Yeah, he'll invite you in here, and then says, "Right. So, if you wouldn't mind just temporarily hanging around here, this is the library, and oh, damn it. No, that's just not going to do. There's things that have got to be done in here, too. Excuse me. Follow me. One more step. And he's going to go through this door now. And you can tell he seems to be all over the place. He's like quite the kerfuffle.
I mean, we don't mean to be in any trouble. Maybe we could help with whatever's going on.
He says, no, it's just, the guests will all be arriving soon, and we've got so many things to organize. But we've already got some appetizers and hors d'oeuvres in here, ready and set on the side table. So please, come in here. There's some rather comfy chairs, and you can make yourselves at home here. Yes, that's it. Come.
Thank you.
He says, and he'll move in a little closer once you all kind of get close to the nice big, and these are all like big velvet cushioned couches that are incredibly luxurious. He says, and you'll be the very first to get to see her ladyship in her brand new dress when she cascades down the great stairwell. She does like to make an entrance, so in hindsight, having you all here to witness her descend, will probably put a smile on her face. And maybe, just maybe, with the right amount of flattery, she won't notice the filthy rags you're wearing.
Well, if there's anything extra that we could put on to make it so we don't look so, filthy, happy to wear it. Anything nice, anything leather or velvet, silk.
What she means is we just want to make a good impression, not
well,
take anything of that's not ours.
No. Well, the irony of it is that you're a little short to wear anything of her ladyship's. You two large gentlemen are a little too large to wear anything of her late husband's, and doesn't have any children. In fact, the irony of it is the only person that we have any clothes that we could help dress you up would be for the gentleman standing at the edge of the couch, but ironically, he is the best dressed out of all of you.
Well, yeah, if you don't mind the blood. The boy
He says,
blood.
That's what that is.
He doesn't
I
need to know
thought
that.
it
Don't say that.
And
Don't
now,
say
by now,
that.
I would have prestidigitated the blood off of me because I can do that. And
He
now I'll be
says-
looking at all of you thinking like, oh, well, I could have.
I will have one of the servants bring in some wash basins and some rags and some soap so you can clean yourselves up as best as possible.
It is duly appreciated. And what are we to call you?
How rude of me. I was so busy worrying about our guests that I wasn't really minding my manners. Taltos. My name is Taltos, and I am the governor, I suppose, of the house. It's my job to make sure that all of our guests are well taken care of, and that, everything stays tip-top here around our beautiful, beautiful Fedatov manor.
The pleasure is ours.
I'm sure her ladyship will facilitate a tour for you as soon as she's ready. I would request humbly that you all stay here until we've had you taken care of. Wouldn't do to have you wandering around and getting lost, interfering with the servants and all those sorts of things. Her ladyship can get very flustered about such things. And your name, may I have that for the guest book? And for the formal announcements that will be happening this evening.
I love this place. My name is Gemma Mildwood.
Miss Gemma Mildwood, it is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance, my dear.
Nice to meet you as well.
And you are, good sir? As he stands in front of Douglas.
Me, I'm Douglas Mildwood, the father of these three little ones here.
I can see the similarity. Excellent, yes.
Yes.
And you would be an uncle, brother?
The Douglas's brother, Seth.
Makes perfect sense. You both have a very similar jawline.
Thank you.
Mine's better, but yeah.
Thank you.
And he kind of politely smiles. And what about this dapper little fellow? What's your name, young man?
Thank you. It's so funny.
say to someone just making an observation.
Well,
Oh, you have red hair. Thank you. It's like, welcome.
You're a
I guess.
person. Ooh, thank you.
Yeah. Oh well, thank you for noticing.
what else did you mean by it?
Yeah.
If not a compliment.
I am Octavius Francis Hexalante.
A pleasure to meet you, Sir Octavius Francis Excellente.
Okay, this is
And
not easy.
you look like a bit of a go-getter, eh? That you
Yes.
you like fun, jovial things and japes and larks of many kinds.
Let me tell you something, friend.
He said,
Japes.
One moment.
Um,
What's that I see behind your ear?
oh boy.
Oh, look! It's a shiny copper
Wow,
coin!
Octavius, amazing.
Wow, amazing.
Wow,
Incredible.
how'd you?
This
You
is
don't
for
need
you,
that.
young
Look at
man.
that.
Oh,
Here you
well,
are.
hold on. Oh, thank you. What's that behind your ear? Shh.
I'm gonna pull out one of my daggers.
Octavius, no.
Okay, he's like,
Oh, I have something. I have something shiny.
that's
as
quite
well.
a trick you've got there. Should he really be
Would you
playing with
like a-
knives?
Would you like a closer look?
Please, Octavius.
Yeah, you must pardon him. He has
Anyway,
taken quite a fancy
and
to
you, sir?
fencing. I am Trip,
Also Mildwood, I'm assuming?
also Mildwood.
So
as
the
a saint.
Mildwood family. Are you an old Barovian family? I haven't heard the name before.
We have some ties to Barovia, yes. But
Oh, good, good. Well, you were invited, obviously, so I'm sure you are friends of the Feedertovs. Anyway, I must make haste and get you your washcloths and get all that arranged, and make sure everything else is going along. So, yes, enjoy the hors d'oeuvres, and I think we're 3 in the afternoon is when the festivities are due to start. That's when everybody will arrive.
we apologize for our time, ladies. We had quite a bit of travel to handle.
I also can't help but notice you have a musical instrument with you.
Ah, yes.
Well, you might find this of particular distraction for you this evening. We have a trio of the best musicians from all of Barovia. A pianist and 2, well, I don't know, one of them plays a lute and the other one plays some other stringy thing. I'm not really sure what it is myself, but they are delightfully good. So,
I look forward to it.
yes, they will be orchestrating our entertainment this evening. Rightio, well, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Taddy bye.
As he leaves, I reach across the couch and just flick Octavius's ear. Where did it come from? How did you do that?
I don't
A
think
little
so.
ear.
It was a sleight of hand, a very feeble, lazy, terrible one at that. By the way.
I'm gonna go person to person and prestidigitate all of you clean.
Yay! Thank you.
Just
You'll
ahead
be
of
with me
time.
for like 10 rounds, easy.
Yeah, it'll take me.
I can do myself. I can do myself. Don't. Here, watch. And I do it. All my spells are painful. That's a thing.
That's
I
right.
mean,
I
that was
forgot
also
about that.
that was also the same expression when you turn into a dog.
Well, it's a spell, so yes. But just for color core. Just for color.
There you go.
He's like, don't take any hit points away from me.
Don't you do it once away.
And then I am going to peruse these hors d'oeuvres because that sounds wonderful after walking a while.
Okay. So the hors d'oeuvres are things like there are some lovely little capers, there are little vol au vents, there are little kind of like little tiny little shrimp pates on wafer thin crackers. It is all like fine, fanciful foods, including like top quality caviar and all that stuff. This is
Wow.
not the sort of stuff that you find at any tavern.
Ugh.
I'm gonna
I
go up
know
and
some of
start
these
eating
words.
it.
Kids.
What? And I turn around with like pate in my mouth already.
So Trip did say that there's nothing good in Barovia, and I look at my brother from the other couch and say, "I'm thinking, what about the pies? You know, like how do we know that that's what it is?" And
Yeah, is there some sort of test we can do to make sure it's not made of
something
kind
else.
children?
I kind of already checked.
Oh, okay.
There's I didn't.
Well, there you go, Seth. Dig in.
Didn't smell any.
I'm okay. I mean, I'm hungry, but thinking of the pies made me,
Okay.
Stand back with my dad as the others walked in.
All right, yeah. So Taltos comes back in with one of the serving girls. Even she is incredibly well dressed for a serving girl. Her clothes are plain, but clearly designed and cut to fit her. She basically comes in with a jug of steaming hot water, a bowl of rags, and a large basin. And she'll kind of sit that down so that you can all partake in that. At that point, Taltos says, now, I hope what I'm about to ask you isn't going to offend anybody, but the young squire there did remind me of a very important thing. Because there will be many, many distinguished Barovian guests here this evening, her ladyship did insist that nobody be permitted inside the main house with weaponry of any kind. So if you wouldn't mind just temporarily giving those to me so that I can put them under lock and key. I have your name. Don't worry, they'll be perfectly safe. Just need to make sure that should tempers get flared because somebody has a wee bit too much of the champagne de la stomp this evening, that people don't get a little, violent or handsy and blood is spilt. That'd be very terrible. So yes, weapons, please.
Is that the sort of thing that happens often at these soirees?
No, because we always collect the weapons to ensure that it doesn't.
Uh-huh.
The worst case we'll have is a couple of young scallywags raising fists and having a bit of a punch-up. But that's far better than somebody, I don't know, whipping a dagger out from anywhere and slitting somebody's throat.
Sounds like my kind of party, but sure, I guess I can agree. Sure, here you are.
And I will hand over my crossbow.
Okay.
I will hand over my rapier.
Uh-huh.
But I will keep my daggers hidden.
Well, one dagger he is going to insist that you
which
give
is
him,
fine.
because he knows you have it.
And that's fine, Gore, because that plays right into my hands, because I'm going to go, and I guess you can have my hidden dagger as well. And I'll give him that,
And with that, he seems quite content.
Perfect.
He literally he takes the crossbow, he takes the rapier, and then you see him, and right before he says it, you go, oh, and my hidden dagger.
Of course.
Excellent, thank you.
Of course.
He moves over to you, and he's basically gathering these all up in kind of like a small barrel. He moves up to Seth and says, I'm sure that if you wish to do any harm with those big meat mallets of yours, you could do so quite admirably without a weapon, but if you have any weaponry, I must insist that you provide it.
Yeah, I'm giving him my dagger and my punching dagger, too.
Okay. Any of you that are deliberately keeping any weapons, you just need to let me know that is what you're doing. Otherwise, that's fine.
Okay.
And you, ma'am? Do you have, I'm sure you don't, but do you have any kind of weaponry on you? Maybe a traveling
The only
dagger
weapon I
that you
have
keep?
is my mind.
There it is.
This is, well, I didn't expect that a young lady such as yourself would have any weapons. So, thank you very much. I apologize for interrupting you. Have another thing of caviar, why don't you? And you, sir. That fine bow on your back. I'm sure we can find a nice place for it to go. And that sword on your side.
Oh, this, and this? Okay. And I just start handing him multiple things. I'm talking crossbows, daggers, longbows, slings. Okay, I got this.
Are you keeping anything?
Hold on, I got this. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Including the spear of Kavan. That you're not.
And yeah, be
okay.
careful.
Are you holding on to anything? Just so that I know.
No,
for
I'm not
future
holding on to it.
All right. So and then finally, Trip. Obviously, he's going to see the massive sword. He can't not see that.
I'm going to be like, do be careful with this one, and hand that one over. And as I do so, I'm going to knock my lute intentionally to make a clunk and another sound and another thing to make myself look clumsy. And I'm going to be like, oh, I do have. I'm going to pull out this I have a rapier. I'm gonna pull that out. I'm gonna be like, do I have anything? And I'm gonna pull out my little short sword and be like, that one. And I'm gonna basically make a show of it where the little hand axe I got from my dad kind of doesn't seem to be a thing. It's hidden under a loot somewhere.
Okay.
Like that one's.
Yeah,
that
I
one's
mean,
not
this
there.
guy is not patting you down. He seems to totally be going on the honor system here. So, so yeah, just so you have a so basically from what I know right now then is Trip has a hand axe stashed and Octavius has a dagger stashed. Is that correct? Everybody else has given up all weaponry.
Correct.
Okay, right. We will record that then. So, yeah, once you've been able to wash yourselves and take care of things, as he kind of starts to move away, he says, I assure you, all of these will be kept under lock and key. And if there's one thing I can assure you is in this establishment, anything under lock and key is, well, cannot be any safer. So I assure you that all of this will be returned to you when it is time for you to leave this evening. And with that, he'll make his exit again.
What a nice guy.
I mean, he was a pretty nice guy, yeah.
I feel very, I just think they're fantastic hosts. In my opinion.
Definitely.
Last time we had a fantastic host, though.
Yes, it was Strahd, but
Old Strahdy poo!
I'm starting to wonder who our entertainment will be this evening.
Right. Well, after about another 15 minutes, a fairly young, very well put together, impeccably dressed, tall, elegant blonde woman appears at the top of the stairs. She pauses momentarily as she notices all of you. And with that, she whips out a fan and, like, has it instantly kind of open up. And she wafts herself briefly with the fan. And then, clutching the fan to her bosom, she elegantly begins to cascade and glide down the stairs. Like, you know, this is something she has done hundreds of times before, and she makes it look almost like she's not walking. She gets to the bottom.
Clapping?
She smiles and politely gives you a little side nod, and she said, well, some of you have arrived early. But pray tell, I must confess, I do not recall your names. The last time we met was,
Some several months ago, was it not?
Yes, 7 months. That would make sense, I suppose. And it was when I visited,
It must have...
Because they know who we are.
Kresk. Oh, I never go there.
No, not Kresk. We
Valaki.
Ah, yes,
Surely in
Valaki. That would make sense. I suppose it was probably that long ago, if not longer, that I was there. Well, I am so glad all of you could show up to this soiree that I'm putting on this evening. I see that you have all come to the occasion. Like she was about to say something else, but tactfully chose not to. He says, and as I said, I completely forgot your names. Who are you?
I'm Trip. We are the Mildwood family.
Ah, excellent. I, of course, am Lady Marilina Fedotov. This is the Fedotov estate. I know that it's a little daunting when you first come in. Every single door looks like it's a vault. But you have to understand, when you come from a family that, well, family of architects and locksmiths and bankers, well, we take our security very, very seriously. This was, my late uncle was the architect of this. I'm sure you have heard the name. Artemis Vidatov?
Oh, yeah, we've heard of him, right? Seth,
With
weren't you
envy.
just talking about him yesterday?
Sure.
Only-
Yes, I mean, considering he was the one that designed the other great architectural masterpiece of Barovia. You've seen the tall towers, the gargoyles, the risen ceilings, the incredibly detailed arches. That was all designed by our family.
Right.
Yep, we've
We
seen
have,
that.
Yes,
we have
yes.
had the pleasure. And
Good,
it
good.
was
Amazing.
It was actually a standing moment of the evening, seeing the works which withheld the evening itself. I'm glad to be in another estate of such fine stature.
So you have been entertained at the castle?
That we have.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Then I am glad that you are here. Obviously you are part of our distinguished guests this evening. There will be 16 of us all together, not including my custodian and the help. But we have a splendid evening of entertainment available for you. Now, as you have arrived early, if you would like, I could give you a brief tour of the manor.
Oh.
That would be
ask for
lovely.
nothing less, yes.
Well, then, if you would follow me, and you don't necessarily have to move all the tokens, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cluster you all together,
Yeah, perfect.
and then I'll just move you all around as we go around the little tour. Okay. So she'll take you through the 2 arches into the next door room, and she says, this, of course, is the grand ballroom. As you can see, we have a splendid multi-tiered grand piano, a beautifully custom-designed harp, and this is where all the dancing will take place, and the music, of course, will be played. If I may draw your attention to the doors over there, that is my family library. We are fortunate to be blessed with one of the premier collections of everything from poetry to tales of intrigue to mirth to historic volumes that you will find anywhere in Barovia. I dare even say that he who lives in the castle may even be jealous of some of the tombs that we have. And I'm quite proud of that.
I'm going to nudge Gemma kind of harshly, but not intentionally hard. Just,
Ow.
it's in my nature.
Ugh.
Be like, books, you. We can, the card
Yeah.
readings.
Yeah. I like books.
She
What do you- I don't understand.
I slapped you on the shoulder.
Do you,
Oh, right. Can I explore your library, ma'am?
Did you travel far to get here, may I ask?
Very far.
Ah, well,
This from Valakio.
and how did you arrive by carriage?
We, as father has put, his trade has been in hunting, so we all travel on foot.
Oh, well, this is going to be a long evening of entertainment, and I would not dream of turfing you out into the dark, cold night this evening without adequate transportation to get you home. You will, of course, spend the night. And in the morning, I will make sure that my library is unlocked and available for you to peruse at your leisure. I've instructed my housekeeper Taltos to keep the library closed this evening. I'm trying to limit the number of rooms that this party fills over into. But tomorrow morning, you shall have full access and ample time to peruse anything.
Yes. Thank you, lady.
Oh, no, not at all. She says, so, if you'll come this way, and then she'll kind of lead you over to this door here. And she says, through that door is my private meeting room. This is where I entertain the more private guests that I would normally have, if you understand.
Going to nod as though I know, and then I truly do not.
Right. She comes to this door here, and she says, this is my private salon. It is the only one like it in Barovia. One of my servants, dare really I say friend, is the master when it comes to beautification. As you can see, my hair, this makeup, everything has been done by her, and is second to none. If, young lady, you would like to
Yes.
enjoy a makeover tomorrow, I can arrange that for you as well.
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you. Gemma's freaking the hell out because this is all she's ever wanted.
All right, she takes you back
My
into
heart's
this main
skipping.
room here. She says, obviously, that's the foyer. You've been in there. She points through to this little alcove over here. And she says, so, the door that you can see right there, that leads into the main dining room, where we will be feasting this evening. I won't bore you with the details of the food, but I can promise you it will be of an exquisite nature. And then the other room there just goes to the kitchen, so you don't really have to worry about that. Let's go upstairs, shall we?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
All right, and she'll take you up.
Gemma lingers behind and just goes, Dad.
Yeah, she takes you all the way up the
I'm so
stairs.
excited.
No, honey, you're gonna look so beautiful.
Thank you.
Papa can't wait to see your new look.
She says, okay, well, this here is the art gallery. And she starts pointing at all the pictures and paintings that are all over the place. She says, most of these are depictions of our family throughout history. She says it is, well, quite an amicable collection, I will point out. But never mind, you will have access to take a look at this later on this evening if any of you are connoisseurs. And beyond that, of course, tomorrow I'll have time to answer any questions that you might have.
Just an odd question, but is it supposed to be terribly dark, or...
So yes, because every window is shuttered from the inside. There is no natural light getting in this place at all.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like pitch in
Yeah,
here.
this
She's walking
particular
like it's
room,
not.
the gallery here, actually, let me put a couple, I should have put a couple of sconces on the walls here.
Oh.
There we go.
Because it was like a
Yeah, I
pitch
just
room.
noticed I didn't have any lighting in this room at all.
Gorgeous.
Right?
Okay. That changes my mood as to what's going on, because I was pretty sure we were not getting out of the gallery. I thought our skin was to be stretched as the next canvas there.
Right. And actually, this is all on the ground floor now. Now I'm taking you upstairs.
Okay.
Here we go. All right.
Oh.
All right, so once you get upstairs, she kind of takes you to here and says, through this door here. Let me reposition this so that chat can see. Is through this door here, and this door here, and this door here are guest rooms. There's a double bed or king size bed in the door behind me. In the
I'll take
door
it.
immediately to my left, there are 3 beds. And in the slightly smaller room, just down the hall a little, there are 2. I don't believe anybody else is planning on staying this evening, so as there are 5 of you, it would seem most applicable that you have these 2 guest rooms. And she'll kind of... Oh, leave that sconce there. Don't steal the sconces. Don't steal
Emma?
sconces. Right,
I-
so here's one
What?
guest room.
Ollie just said what from the other room.
What?
Yelling at him.
Right, so here's
Not
one
using
guest room.
tea.
The room has a beautiful table and chairs in the center. It has an ensuite bathroom right here.
I don't have
With a
leave.
bathtub and, dare I say, a commode.
Wow.
Which is rare. And then there are lock chests at the bottom of each of the rooms. Sitting on each pillow is a key. Key is to the chest. So if you want to lock anything away, you are capable of doing so. And then she'll move you down the hall and show you the next room, which is just slightly smaller. She says, the next room over, that is also a guest room, but you won't need that. She says, now, here, this is my little, upstairs viewing gallery where if things get a little bit too much for you this evening, you can ascend the stairs and watch the festivities from up here.
That's
Very
so
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Says, right, through this door behind me, this is my bedroom. I won't open this door for, a lady should never allow strangers to view her boudoir unless she absolutely intends them to.
I'll give a cartoonish bow to that notion.
He says, and that's pretty much it up here. So yes, I hope you find this establishment pleasant. One more room. Not that it's of any real interest. And she'll kind of take you back down to this end of this balcony. As she says, through this door right here, this is the servant quarters, where most of our servants stay. But as I said, there's nothing really of any interest in there. But the servants' quarters are every bit as nice as our guest quarters. We take care of them impeccably well. Our family has got a long tradition of treating its employed help almost as family members. So, yes, I believe we still have a couple of hours or so until the rest of the guests arrive. So if you would like to come back downstairs to the ballroom. And
Yeah.
Hey,
she'll gather you all back up and take you back down into the main area here. She says, help yourselves to the hors d'oeuvres. I'm just going to have a quick flit around and make sure everything is taken care of. Ready for the guests. I'm so glad you showed up this evening. I'm very, very pleased to have you here in my home for the first time, and I'm glad we had the opportunity to meet many months ago so that you could be invited.
Of course.
same. Ditto.
And
Right.
though it might be a breach of protocol, with
Oh, yes.
such a lovely home and such an unreasonably early welcoming, if there is any way by which we could be useful in the meantime,
Oh, no, you're
Please.
guests. Sit
understood.
yourselves down, enjoy yourselves. I'll have a carafe of wine brought out for you. Do you have any preference? We have all of the famed vineyard brews here.
It would be far too early to ask for de la Stomp.
We have it this evening. It'll be part of the entertainments, but
Perhaps Mash 5.
we can bring out some of the grape mash. Yes, not a problem. I'll have a
That would be
have a
wonderful.
carafe sent out to you.
Oh, and then I'm going to kind of pat and be like, oh, my apologies. The lad came out and asked Teltos for our weapons earlier, and
Yes.
I forgot. I don't think of it as a weapon because it's such an heirloom, and I'm going to pull out my little hand axe.
Oh, you're going to cuff it up?
I'm going to be like, Where should I turn this in?
She's, I'll tell Taltos. I'm fixing to go to the kitchen anyway. I'll tell him to come and fetch it.
Ah, thank you.
Oh, not at all. Right, and she will head off through this little alcove and disappear through the door that she previously said was the kitchen. And within minutes, Taltos will come wandering around.
In that time, I'm going to look at Octavius and be like, "Don't surrender your dagger. Don't do it."
I'm just like gonna give him a look like.
He says, yes, Master Tripp. Her ladyship said that you had something else you wanted to give me? Safekeeping?
With apologies, it's a bit of a family heirloom, and I'm going to pull out this ugly little hand axe.
Oh, I'm sure it has some form of sentimental value, sir. And, no, not at all. No problem at all. I'll make sure to take extra special care of this one for you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. And without skipping a beat, he ushers off like nothing untoward's happened at all.
I'm going to look at Tripp and be like, what was that?
A bluff.
Okay, more. I need more.
Well, they trust us now. If we're a little bumbly and silly, then it doesn't seem out of character for us. But we do appear honest, don't we?
Yes.
Yes. Alrighty. Yeah, as I said, you can one of the serving girls will come out and, as promised, bring a nice crystal carafe of wine with some very elegant crystalware for you to sit it down on the table here, for you to sip on while you wait for the festivities. Is there anything you guys want to do, or you just want to kind of loiter around until something happens?
I'm looking particularly like happy and pleased and kind of just have this really bright-eyed look, just going around, looking at stuff.
Yeah, I think we're all
just
kind of
admiring
bewildered by how great this is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us have experienced anything like this.
Yeah, like,
seeing
God,
Gemma
this
that
is sort of
happy-
nice.
Yeah.
Seeing Gemma that happy for once ever, I'm going to kind of try and pry and be like, hey, if there's anything you see that's of particular interest, I mean, you know how much money we have. We have a whole property. Take notes.
You'll hear, after about half an
I'm
hour, you'll
definitely
hear the
taking
door
notes.
go, and you'll see Taltos come out, walk up, open these doors, and wander through them, closing them behind him.
We must stand presentable. Everybody act beautiful.
Everybody act casual.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Seth probably fell asleep a little bit on this couch.
Glass in one hand. Right, when he comes back, there are 3 very well-dressed individuals with him. One of them is carrying a lute, one of them is carrying a lyre, and the other one is just well-dressed but doesn't seem to be carrying an instrument. He says, "You know where to go, gentlemen." And they politely nod and wander into this room.
Have to present ourselves just yet.
But that's just the entertainment showing up first.
Can't wait to see what the entertainment is.
Well, it's a band. Sorry to spoil it there for you.
Well, I mean, like who? Maybe we know them.
No, it's not the Who.
Maybe you know them.
Different time frame.
I saw them walk by, and none of them were
You don't recognize that?
strange.
I just thought you knew
poet.
everyone who played here.
Well, there's only one person we've met who played, and he's the land. So.
Okay.
Right, you'll hear like
Don't yuck my yum.
ding, 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 ding. You'll start hearing the sound of people tuning instruments and like diddle-diddling, 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 diddle-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding. And clearly they all know how to do their job.
That's the Turkish march.
They're very good. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
So, anybody talking to Tripp at this point is going to have to ask questions twice because he's absolutely paying more attention to the sound. than whatever's being said around him.
Okay. And then over the next hour, it will be a constant buzzing of people coming and going. And this is about to be where we're going to wrap things up this evening.
Okay.
But by the time everything is fully affludged, there will be... scatter these fine fellows and fillies around a little. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, and basically by about 3 o'clock, everybody has arrived. Once you're all here, himself, Tatos, comes and begins to read... My lords and ladies, if I may have your attention, I would like to read this evening's most distinguished guest list. And then he begins to kind of rattle out a whole bunch of names, and then eventually he says, also gracing us from parts unknown, we have Sir Douglas Mildwood.
He bows.
Sir Seth Mildwood.
I wave a fat hand in the air. No decorum whatsoever.
This is, Squire Trip Mildwood. Milady Gemma Mildwood. And his young lordship, Octavius Francis Mildwood.
Spin, heel kick, hand up, deep bow.
You were waiting.
And as every name is reached, all of them are very politely going...
Okay, but what about mine, though? Did they see the heel kick?
They see it. It kind of gets a strange mixed result of a couple of them laugh. One of them goes, oh, how quaint. One of them's like, oh, really? You kind of get a mixture of all the sort of things you'd expect to get from a
Just
rude
pushing those
room
boundaries.
of-
Yeah, you know.
and then he
Be a
says,
little rebel.
and finally, lords and ladies, may I present to you our gracious hostess, Lady Marlena Fedotov. And then she'll come in the room and everybody will immediately curtsy and bow and clap. With that, following her, you'll see several serving people come in with decanters of wine, which is not, in fact, wine. It is decanter upon decanter of the Champagne de l'Estompe, which, as far as you're aware, nobody has been able to acquire or brew or have any of that for a very long time. So they must have pretty well-versed cellars. The final thing that happens before we kind of break here for this evening, you will see the host just politely smile to everybody and give a subtle nod to Taltos. And with that, he will just go and nod towards the musicians. At that point, everything starts to kind of get underway as everybody begins to mingle and start to get glasses and stuff like that. And not long after that... where are you? I I put you here at the top so I would find you. Ah, here we go. Right. The music starts and everybody starts to just chasse around the room, introducing themselves, polite, civilized conversation as her ladyship spends her time kind of making sure that she gets around to politely spend time with everybody. This is the sort of experience that none of you have ever been involved in. And probably are feeling somewhat very out of place. Some of you maybe not as badly as others. But the evening is an absolute delight. The food, the hors d'oeuvres are impeccable. Other than the champagne, there are carafes of all kinds of other things, different types of meads, other types of wines, some of which you've never seen before, heard of before. And everybody is just very politely mingling amongst everybody else. And that, my friends, is where we will leave things this evening. Instead of a cliffhanger, we're going to leave it on a nice, pleasant note.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how are we gonna fuck this up, Gore?
Wow. Strahd is gonna walk in.
That's for you to discover, isn't it?
Because we're gonna.
Hey, it's what you do.
Yeah, but here. Just get that measure. Ah, dagnabbit. Well, time for a beer. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, hello there. It's me, Christy, your D&D dad. I'm here to do all the things that a good D&D dad should do. Like mow the lawn, fix some shit, drink a beer, and of course, roll lots of 20s. And if you like all this, can you pan?
Oh, sorry, Dad. Sorry. Yeah, you look good. Yeah.
You should check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Christastics. And if you like D&D content, check out my podcast, New Crits on the Block. Anyway, I love you, my children.
If you're seeing this, that means that I'm back to playing Mondays on How Reroll. My handle is Satchmo on all platforms, and if you follow me, then maybe I can...
We've been trying to reach you concerning your car's extended warranty.
Kevin! Nothing.
Hi, is this my local zoologist? Yes, I'll hold. Hi, local zoologist. Yes, my name is Jane Ivana, and I'm looking for a snake that has a stinger. Yes. I'll hold. You don't have any? Alright, well, if you could look into it, you can contact me on Twitter at Jane on Twitch, that's with a 0. Anytime. Yeah, or you could catch me on my Twitch streams. I stream like once a week on twitch.tv/JaneIvana. Alright, I'll hold. Okay, thank you. Goodbye, local zoologist.
Hey everyone, it's the Snuggler. This year, Jane asked us to go quick on our outros, so I promise I'll go as fast as possible. You're just gonna put all my information on text on the screen, aren't you? Son of a...
Hey, twitch.tv/Shagget here, and I'm trapped in Barovia.
I'm hiding in a dingy basement with some art, the art dingy basement, nothing like what you usually see on my webcam when I do streams on How We Roll. And I'm not hiding from Strahd. Believe it or not, he's a pushy Dracula knockoff. He doesn't scare me. I'm not afraid of him. I'm actually hiding from Gorebad, my dungeon master. He's out to kill me. I think finally surviving in 10 campaigns in Arconis throughout his stories, he's snapped because of it. And because of that, he's out to really kill me this time. Contact me at @neb_convos on Twitter, please. Your support will help keep me alive, keep me on the run, keep my hope alive. I really need to see what happens to Radovan, Emlyn, and Alekma, and all my other characters that I've played. I really need to see what happens to them. I'm very curious. Oh shit, I messed up. I really messed up. I think he heard me. He's coming. See ya!
Hi there, I'm Gorebad, and thank you for watching How We Roll. If you'd like to keep up with us when we're not live on Twitch, you can check out our other forms of social media. Follow us on Twitter @HowWeRoll. You can also follow our Facebook page. You can find the website at www.howweroll.com, and you can also find us on YouTube at, you've guessed it, How We Roll, for an absolute ton of additional content. Also, you can follow the dmblog.com for some DM tips, world building guides, and all things D&D related. Cheers, guys. That was a long walk. Okay, they said Shagget was somewhere here, and the door to where he's hiding was a blue door. So we gotta find a blue door, blue door, blue door, blue door. You're mine now, Shagget.